Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the middleweight bout between Jamie Pickett versus Denis Tiuliulin. And I see one right here. I'm gonna go average confidence, Jamie Pickett here. I've kind of been on the fence a little bit, but I really look at it like, who has Denis Tiuliulin beat? 0-0 guys, 7-9 guys for the most part. You know, he's went a little bit of a distance with some decent guys. Well, I don't even say decent. You can't even say these guys decent. He went a little bit of distance with guys that don't have absolutely garbage records. And he got like one win over probably a guy that's going to go and have a pretty terrible record that's like 11-3 at the time he fought him. But yeah, I can't really say that any people before have like really had relevant records. And for the most part, they have had absolutely terrible records. So only one guy he has fought has had a decent record on paper. Like one guy he beat has had a decent record on paper. Plenty of guys he fought really weren't all that stellar. That guys that he lost to. So like, but one thing I can say will put him in this fight, or at least make it like, which making it is a little bit hard to pick, is Jamie Pickett's inconsistency, and then the fact. But yeah, I think Jamie Pickett is a far more technical fighter on feet, on the ground, and overall. But he does have he is susceptible to getting pressed. Like guys that come out there being aggressive and letting their hands go. Tiuliulin got some big power, and he's aggressive. Can be a little bit overly aggressive, can be, not manage his energy the best. So I got my concerns, but I can see if he had a better record, better something to choose from or to look at and not just look based off these guys he's fighting like 0-5, 0-0, and 7-9 like that. And then 11-3, one shady 11-3 guy in the last fight as far as wins. Maybe I was like, he beat this guy that's like 15-3, 15-5, 15-7, or maybe we got that's 15-10, but was in the UFC and had a pretty decent career and had some decent wins, or a decent skill set, or maybe this guy that's 15-10 and was like another pretty solid striker and he outstruck him or something. It's like, but it's nothing really to draw from on Denis Tiuliulin other than the fact that he's aggressive, he does got power, and Jamie Pickett does have an issue with that. They both kind of have a little bit of a grappling, or a good bit of a grappling issue. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Jamie Pickett. I feel like he can use that length and sniper from a distance for the most part. I feel like Tiuliulin definitely will have his moments where he's early on kind of crowding his space with some big shots, but Jamie Pickett will be able to weather, extend him to the later rounds. But a very competitive fight, probably start shifting momentum in the second round. And I'm not gonna say third round submission. Like that seems to be Tiuliulin's path to losing the submission. Jamie Pickett actually has a pretty decent background. I'm not saying like he has a great, phenomenal background in jiu-jitsu, but he has a pretty decent underrated grappling game sometimes. At least on belt status and whatnot, but I just feel like he's gonna be to extend him, work on it, and maybe start mixing his own takedowns in there, and then like as Tiuliulin starts to fade, probably start working him in the clinch a bit, landing some knees to the body, tying him up, and now he can't hit him with those big power no more. His body, just grappling him up, tying him up, and then just wearing him. Now he's getting tired. He can't land his own pop. He taking energy out of his gas tank, taking pop out of his punches and his kicks, and now he's getting tired and just weighing on use that longer, lankier body that's lean on him against the cage. Start stealing momentum in the second round, third round. Start from that clinch fight, drag him to the mat, work, land some ground and pound, and tap out a tired Tiuliulin in the third round. So in this one, I got Jamie Pickett via third round submission.